Hi everybody, welcome to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania in the Skyline Sports Complex and Invicta Sports for yet another USL matchup here between the Orlando City with a record of 15-1-5 and the Harrisburg City Islanders with a record of 8-5-6. Much has transpired since these two teams met in June. Of course, last time they met, it was a 3-0 victory for Orlando down in Orlando. Orlando has wrapped up the regular season title. They've also wrapped up home field advantage for the playoffs. Harrisburg's been scrapping through the last few games, going 4-2-2. Orlando 8-0. So this is going to be a big game tonight for both of these teams. More obviously for Harrisburg because they need to stay in the playoffs. They're in 5th place right now, Larry. But they also have a chance to jump ahead of Wilmington and jump into that 4th position, which would allow them, if they can stay there, home field advantage as well for playing that first playoff game.
Well, you know, Harrisburg, obviously this time of year, has always notoriously gotten hot, and they've played good soccer, as we saw last week. So for them, the key to come into this game is to come out as hot as they can, put them under, keep a high line, put Orlando City back on their heels. What they can't do is fall back into a defensive mode and allow Orlando to dictate the tempo to them.
They've had a lot of injuries this season, especially late in the season here with several key players going down, but Harrisburg has still been able to take the players off the bench and be strong. What does Orlando do now as we look on the other side of the ball? What do they need to do tonight to walk out of here and stay undefeated, 9-0, going home and out of this one?
Well, I think it's important for Orlando to step up and continue the kind of play that they've had all year long. They got to go into the playoffs also playing well and playing hot and continue that continuity they've had. If they were to somehow come out tonight and not have a good showing, that doesn't set a good tone going into the playoffs.
Now the field, we've had a chance to take a look at the field. We've had a lot of rain in the last few days. The field is cut nice and short. That's really good. Fast players and real skillful players like to see that, but it's very wet. And we saw the other night in the game against LA that the field was very slippery. We saw people all over the place. You had a chance to take a look at the field as well. What are the conditions on that tonight?
Well, walking on the field today, it's a little bit soft, obviously. Now, it looks a lot nicer from the top up here. The grass is a little bit thin, so there's not a lot of grip for the guys in their shoes. You're going to see a lot of guys wearing studs tonight trying to get stuck into the ground because if they go with their regular turf shoes, they're not going to have the footing they need.
Okay, it's going to be a good one here from the island. Should be an interesting one. Orlando, always an exciting team to watch. Harrisburg's been the spoiler several times this year. We'll have to see what happens. It's all coming up next right here in Invicta Sports as we bring you USL Pro Soccer right here from Harrisburg.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here, from delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here, from fine dining to home-style cooking, exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
The neurologist said you will lose the ability to swallow, to breathe. You will die. I asked the neurologist, why? If we could transplant hearts, couldn't we also replace damaged motor neurons?
Jennifer devoted the last 6 years of her life to wiping out ALS. Project ALS has created a new paradigm for disease research.
We know the goal. We want to get a cure for ALS.
You don't think about physical therapy until you need it. When an injury occurs, think Select Physical Therapy. Select leads the way in providing patients with clinical expertise using the latest medical research and techniques. Our team provides physical and hand therapy, pre- and post-surgery, work injury rehabilitation, and much more. With several locations in the Harrisburg area, let Select return you to activity at home, work, or play. Select Physical Therapy. Recovery starts here.
For 40 years, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency has helped people with their housing needs, and we continue to innovate. Our home mortgage programs offer new, more competitive interest rates and down payment and closing cost assistance. Plus, we've kept our most popular features like free homebuyer education and exceptional customer service for the life of your loan. Visit our website or give us a call. We offer home mortgages that fit your budget. We're PHFA. Welcome home.
right, welcome back to the Harrisburg City Island and the Skyline Sports Complex here on Invicta Sports. Happy to have you along here on Invicta Sports and, of course, USL Live and U-Nation, bringing you USL Pro Soccer action as Orlando comes into town against the Harrisburg City Islanders. And, Larry, as we mentioned, Orlando already won the league and is going to be hosting home field advantage in the playoffs and stuff. And Harrisburg has a chance if they can win out here to move up from 5th to 4th. And see how they do. We can actually take a look at the standings and we'll see where Harrisburg is. They're actually only 1 point behind Wilmington right now. So if Harrisburg makes that jump, they'll be in the top 4, which means they'll get a home field advantage for the first playoff game if they can stay there. You know, but this would be a big victory to be able to beat Orlando with Orlando on the road.
Several factors here, Chad, for the Harrisburg City Islanders. Getting home field advantage is huge. Number one, financially, it's great for not having to travel. Number two, obviously get to play in front of the home crowd, no travel, no wear and tear on your body. So that would be huge. Second of all, to beat Orlando City tonight would be massive for them. What a great lift that would be. They've had some good games. They've just been a little bit short here and there. But to beat the team that has really run away with the league would be a great boost for them going into playoffs.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at our starting lineups if we can. We'll start with the Orlando City. And getting the call in goal tonight will be Sean Kelly. And in front of him will be Mishak. And then also Bang, Ustruck, Rooney, Chin, Allen, Davies, Campbell, Davis, and Watson. That's your starters for the Orlando City. And for the Harrisburg City Islanders, we'll take a look at the starters there. Of course, getting a call and goal again will be Nick Noble. In front of him will be Basso back in the lineup after the injury, along with Marshall with his injury. Jordan in the lineup again tonight in the back with Brandt. And then you got Pelletier, Noon, Ekra, Malor, Umbiji, and Pettis. So a big mix-up kind of in the lineup from what we saw last week against L.A.
You know, Bill's looking to obviously expand his roster, but looking to find what works, what doesn't work. And sometimes you got to give guys a start that normally come off the bench to see how they react to the first 45 minutes. I mean, there's a whole bit of a bunch of different things that go on here, and you know, Bill has had a great handle on his team for years and understands the dynamics of his players and also the psychology of a player. I mean, you know, if you're a player that starts, you have that little bit extra quality about you. You feel a little bit more confident in your game. Sometimes you come off the bench. Now, if you know your role coming off the bench, that's different. But if you come off the bench, some guys can't accept that. So, you know, I think it's been the last few games for them has been very experimental, but yet still they've been successful with that. So it'll be an interesting matchup tonight. I'm sure he's going to go right out of the gate and go right at them. So it'll be quite interesting to see how the game goes.
Sounds good. So it looks like Orlando will get the kick as we start. As you saw Noble going down to get ready for tonight's contest. Our referees for tonight, the head referee will be Darth Newman. The assistants will be John Baer and also assistant Ryan Dos Reis. And the fourth official will be Jaroslo Worrell. And we're underway here. Orlando in the purple uniforms, Harrisburg in the home whites. Long ball driven down in. Noble will gather this one in. So Orlando, we saw them, of course, last year. Larry, I don't know about you, but I really enjoyed watching the style of play that Orlando brings to the game. Of course, a lot of these teams, these players played up a division. And then Orlando now keeping a lot of them to stay here in the USL Pro as well. So they've got some outstanding players both on the field and on the bench that can come in at any time.
You know, talking to Coach Betcher before the game, we were looking at some of their guys that were on the bench, and Coach Betcher was very impressed with the fact that the quality that they have could start at most teams throughout the course of the league. But again, a lot of guys are willing to accept that to play in Orlando City. Obviously, you have a tremendous city you're playing in.
Oh, beautiful following, too.
And, of course, you know, on top of that, they have a good winning tradition. Not that Harrisburg doesn't, but Orlando City over Harrisburg, I mean, you fear, you know, it's understandable.
Ball sent out there by Rooney, and it'll come all the way back. Marshall, of course, like we'd mentioned, back in the lineup after his injury. Ball sent all the way across here for Greg Jordan. And Basso back in the lineup as well after his injury. So Islanders starting to get back some of the key players. Of course, great time getting ready for playoffs. Good to have a lot of them back in the lineup.
Well, it'll be interesting. I mean, now he's got a different dynamic going here with Pettis and Mbichi and Mellor playing together. Ekra pushing a little high here. This ought to be an interesting match for Harrisburg this evening.
Ball goes off, it'll be a throw-in, or Umbiji quickly down the line for Pettis now. And this ball will be played off the sideline by Kyle Davies. be a long throw down in here. Down to take the throw will be Brandt. Noon with it in the corner. Tries to play it back for Brandt. That one knocked out of bounds again there. That time by John Rooney. Quick throw in again. This one flicked on. Coming back and settling that, and Orlando able to clear that one out as Campbell gets a foot on it. Settled in the back now by Jordan. Over for Basso. Jordan, one of the new players in the lineup for the Islanders, getting a second start here in the last 2 games, obviously. Been a good addition. I thought he had a great game the other night coming in and playing. He, of course, had to shuffle him around a little bit. He went from the inside to the outside, back to the inside with the injury to Zizzy early on in that contest as well.
Yeah, I thought he did well the other night. Again, coming onto the island and playing for one of your first couple times and getting injected into the lineup, that's not easy to do. So I was very impressed with the quality of play that he brought and the intensity he brought also into the back.
Bang sent that one ahead now for Rooney. Rooney sends it in the back. Campbell will switch it up. Allen to the far side. Allen will get it back. Orlando playing the keep away game here, starting to get a feel for the game, keep the ball at their feet, move the ball around. Once that game settles down, that's the style of play that we saw quite a bit last year from this Orlando team, is tight passes, short game, work it up, draw the defense out from Harrisburg, and then start to attack.
Yeah, they were very impressive last year. Now, again, watching them in the final against Harrisburg, it was kind of the same, even though they were in their home place. But then Harrisburg came back towards the very end and really made it a tremendous game, a very interesting game. So, again, very impressive with the style of play, quick movement. They don't hold the ball more than 1 or 2 touches. They keep the ball hot. Guys are moving, a lot of communication. I mean, it's everything you want in your team. And, of course, you also have to have the players to be able to do that, Chad. You could teach it to your blue in the face, but you have to have the right quality of players. And Orlando City's coach has done a very good job of assembling those players.
Basso ahead for Ekra. Ekra lets that go. Can he get there? This one's going to be played up and out of bounds by Wes Allen, and we'll have a throw-in for the Islanders, far side of the field. There you see Wes Allen. Basso for Malore. Mayshak was able to send that one ahead, and now here comes Orlando again with it. Davies sends this one through, or Davis, I should say, sends it through. That one taken away, though, by Andrew Marshall. Ahead for Ekra. Mbiji now. It's one of the things that I like about this Orlando team is no matter where the ball is on the field, somebody's always attacking that ball. Somebody's always attacking that ball.
Well, you know what, for Harrisburg, Chad, I mean, Andrew Marshall, by far, has been their most steady and solid back all year long.
The shot taken, saved by Noble. Ball still loose in the box, and that one goes all the way through. And it was Watson getting the first goal of the game. Good save. It was a great run down that far side by Watson. Was able to get a shot off. Noble made the save but couldn't hold on to the rebound, and Watson was able to follow up on his own rebound. 1-0 here in the 6th minute of play. Orlando goes up over Harrisburg. Take a look at the replay. Watson comes down, gets a shot off. Noble makes the save, and then Watson just tucks it right under. Noble almost got to it, though, Larry.
You know, he did. I mean, it was a great ball through. It's unfortunate that the ball slipped in the way it did, and again, you know, it wasn't. It was very unfortunate.
Basso for the Islanders now. Head for Malore. Tries to leave it for Basso. Hard tackle there, and they're going to have a foul charged here. And a hard tackle by Basso coming in. Looked like he got quite a bit of the ball, but he took, along with him, he took out Mishak. Check that, Mayshak, I should say. So a free kick here for Orlando. Ball to the outside now for Allen. Trying to lead that one and flick it on was Dennis Chin. The Islanders will come up with it as it goes back for Noble.
Well, this is certainly not where Harrisburg wants to be in the first 15 minutes of this match. They wanted to be obviously in control Orlando City put themselves right where they wanted to be, come out, get an early goal, and at some point they could sit back in if they need to with that early goal lead.
Pettis, as that ball comes over top and almost gets a foot on it. Nice defensive play there by John Rooney. Nice ball fed in there by Marshall, though, as well, to drop that one right in over the top. This ball was sent down the line, intended for Chin, but too long. Marshall will keep it in play, though.
You know, going back to what I was saying earlier, Chad, about Marshall, he has been, you know, stellar for their center backs. He's been solid all year long. And not only has he been, I think, their best defender, most steady defender, but he's got tremendous anticipatory speed. And you know, often at the end of the year, even after they're done in the playoffs and whatnot, the Union and them have a good relationship, and they've always brought a couple players up. And I would be very disappointed or shocked if they didn't bring him up, because what they're lacking right now is that consistency in their backs. And he has done, Marshall here has proven himself to be a great back in this league.
Absolutely, absolutely. Not only defensively, but like you said, his services from the back as well, I think, make him an outstanding candidate for teams to look at in that MLS.
Well, you know, you have to read the game well. You have to have great speed. You have to have great anticipatory speed. And he's got all the qualities that it takes to play at the next level.
The bad giveaway by Pelletier. I think he intended it to go to Noon, and Noon kind of thought it was going to Basso on the far side. And right now, Orlando trying to make something happen out of this is a shot taken, a volley there by Eric Ustruck, and it goes up over top.
Well, here's what cannot happen. They cannot have the wheels come off the bus and start giving the ball away too much and allowing Orlando to start the counter. They can't have that at all. At this point in time, they have to stay composed. They still have to establish their rhythm. Take a couple pokes if they can to stretch the game out a little bit, maybe get Pettis a little higher and try and get in their end and establish something up in their end, not keep playing a little bit too much or across the back in their end. They just don't want to give it away. They want to make sure that they do not give another goal up before they can score.
Basso sends that one up. It's going to be settled down, though, by Kyle Davies, and now it's taken away. Pettis in the corner. Pettis waits, tries to pull it back, and has that one taken away by Davies again, and off the sidelines. It'll be a throw-in for the Islanders. Malore will take the throw. Waits, nothing there. Now he sends it in for Basso. Back for Malore. I tell you what a hustler, and Jamie Watson over there for Orlando, of course, the goal scorer in that 6-minute. Ball comes over for Mbiji, and Mbiji plays it back across the net, and there's a goal. A diving header up top by Pettis. What a great play.
Absolutely tremendous way to answer Orlando City's goal. Great ball to the back post, and BG with a phenomenal touch to the back, and Pettis doing what he does best, find the ball into the back of the net.
We'll take a look at this as the ball comes all the way out here, comes across. A little bit hard to see on that replay, but you can see Pettis making sure he got his head over top of that. And who is it? Noon's the one that sends it across. So Noon and Mbiji making it easy for Pettis to just lay down and pop that one in the back of the net. Mbiji doing a great job of taking that ball out of the air and playing it straight across the net so Pettis could play it, though, Larry. That was the key to that whole thing.
I have to tell you, Chad, the way he had to come back and get the ball in the way he did, that was not easy.
No.
That was incredibly athletic to be able to bend his body around and get his head on it. That was not as easy as it looked. Even though it was a great finish, I don't think people realize he had to come back, twist his body almost just to get his head on it. I mean, he made it look easy, but it wasn't as easy as you would think.
And the same with Mbiji's pass across.
Absolutely.
Had to take that out of the air and just place that right across. So a nice all-around goal. We've had two really good goals. Really great effort by Jamie Watson on the Orlando goal. He stayed with the play, was able to get his own rebound, knock that in, and equally a nice goal at the other end for Harrisburg. So if you're going to go down by a goal, you want it to be a good one and not a junk one, and we haven't seen either of those yet.
Yeah, no question about it. But it's great that Harrisburg could come back and answer with a quick goal, because if the game kind of went on a little further and further and they would get a little bit more stretched out, it would have been a little bit more difficult for them to score, because Orlando is not one to want to give the ball up. So at some point, it would have been difficult. But I think it was a great job by Harrisburg to come back and counter.
Malore now sends it in for Pettis again. Here's Ecker. Ecker's got Malore open. Can he get there? He's going to get there, or yes, he does. Sends this one across for Mbiji. Mbiji tries to put that one on goal, and that one's going to go up and over. Again, another great ball played in for Mbiji, getting to that back post. That's 2 times now that Mbiji's been able to get free back there, Larry.
That's a great ball by Malore to the back post. He has to whip it back off the baseline like that. Mbiji, I know, got a little bit, his eyes got a little big when he saw the ball coming across. He thought, I can get a hold of this, but angle might have been a little tough. He may have taken a peek and realized there was nobody coming back around the penalty spot and took the chance. Needless to say, great effort on all parts.
Do you take that out of the air with your head, Larry? Is it easier to take that and snap it at the goal from the head rather than try and bring it to your foot?
No, I don't think so in that case. I think he literally had to go with the laces.
Okay.
I think he would have been better off bringing the ball back, but there was nobody there.
Right.
So he takes what opportunity he can. And again, as the ball's coming across, the goalkeeper now has to adjust back to the near post. So if he gets it on frame, that makes life a little bit more difficult for the keeper to make a save. So I think what he did was right. It's just he just didn't hit it properly.
Exactly. Ball comes up now, settled down. Here's Davis, plays it across. Orlando settling it in the back now. Allen sends it all the way back for Sean Kelly. Kelly switches it to the near side for Kyle Davies. Orlando setting back up in the back. Looking to move forward once again. Campbell has to switch it up far side. Allen. This one flicked on, but taken away by Jordan. Jordan leaves it for Pelletier. Pelletier tries to flick it on for Pett. It's too far for him. Kelly now will just send it to this near side. Ball sent ahead. That one settled. Davis with it now. Davis across. Struck. Here's Mashak now. Struck again. Campbell with some time. Here's Bang along the outside, cuts it back on Mbiji, sends this one across the front, and that one flicked away by Jordan. What a great defensive play, and equally a nice cross as well by Orlando.
Absolutely, I was just going to say the same thing. So as much of a great offensive service it was, great defensive clearance as well by Harrisburg.
Allen with it now for Orlando. Working the ball forward here in our 13th or 14th minute of play, 1-1. Of course, Orlando striking in the 6th minute. Harrisburg knotting it up at 1 in the 10th minute.
Chad, what I like to see is both teams now, as they're playing, they're going forward. They're connecting passes. They're advancing the ball. They're putting themselves in dangerous positions. This is what people come to the island to watch. This draws more and more people back each and every time.
Here's Mbiji again. Strikes this one down in front and almost had Pettis streaking in there. Good defensive play by Kyle Davies to get there first and play it off the end line. We'll have a corner kick now for the Islanders, their first of the game here in our 15th minute of play. Malore will come over to take the kick. So Mbiji very busy on this right side, Larry, here in this first half. It was a great ball played out there by Eckert. Gave him plenty of time to run onto that and keep his speed as he headed for the goal as well. Malore will take the kick, as I said. Ball swung in near that back post, and Kelly's able to gather that one in. Long ball here. Jordan ahead for Pelletier. Pelletier has Malore. Back for Pelletier trying to get there, and that ball's going to be played up and out by Kyle Davies.
Malore would have been a little bit better served to use Pelletier as a dummy right there and draw the attention to that side and then whip the ball across. That was too predictable where he was going, and Jason really had no chance of winning that ball right there.
Brant for Noon now. Noon for Basso. Ekra. Boy, how Eckert kept control of that, I don't know. That was a great turn back.
You know, this is good stuff from Harrisburg, but, you know, Jan Ecker's had some issues wanting to give the ball up a little too early, too late, and he's got guys running off the ball. He's getting the ball at his feet. He's getting himself in tight spaces. He's shrinking the defense, but then he doesn't deliver the ball back outside again, at least quick enough for my liking, and something like that can disrupt the flow and the rhythm of your team in an attacking form.
Malore out wide with it now. Taking it towards the goal. Malore on the end line and loses that when it goes off, and we'll have a goal kick now for Orlando here in our 16th minute of play. We're going to take a pause so we can hear from some of our sponsors. 1-1. Don't go away.
For 40 years, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency has helped people with their housing needs, and we continue to innovate. Our home mortgage programs offer new, more competitive interest rates and down payment and closing cost assistance. Plus, we've kept our most popular features like free homebuyer education and exceptional customer service for the life of your loan. Visit our website or give us a call. We offer home mortgages that fit your budget. We're PHFA. Welcome home.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here, from delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here, from fine dining to home-style cooking, exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
And welcome back. Ball sent in there and flicked on by Malore. Ekra has to play this one back. Dangerous there as Brandt gets a foot on it. Trying to get it back out to Mishak was Watson there on the overlap. BG waits, has Basso, sends it ahead. Basso trying to get there, and he still comes up with it. No, it's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in now for Orlando. So Basso making that overlap from his left back position. Over to take the throw for Orlando will be Wes Allen. Check that rather, he just plays it ahead here for Mishak. I apologize, I keep saying Mishak, it's Meshak.
Some of these names don't come a little easy for us to pronounce over here.
BG now. Head for Ekra. Ekra able to let that one go through. Ekra has some room, needs to pick up the pace a little bit here. Waits a little too long, I think, speed-wise, and gave up the space that he had, Larry. I think he was looking to try and hit somebody going through rather than just charge that net, get inside the box and see what happens from there. But either way, he gets a corner kick out of it.
I fully agree, Chad. I mean, you know, with the pace that Ekra has, Ekra would have been so better served to run right at the outside back, get in behind him, and get the service in. But yet he invites the other back to come in. He makes it a 1v2, and he takes things a little bit on the slow side. For me, I just would prefer my guys running at people, looking to get the service in. I'm sure he's going to be told by Coach Betcher at halftime, hey, we need you to run at people. We need you to slow the game down, especially when you have numerical advantages.
Ball sent in by Malore off that corner kick. Nice job again by Sean Kelly to get out there. He comes out right away, gets to that ball. Here comes Orlando, the other side now, taking it down along the end, and that ball is stripped away by Pelletier off of the foot of George Davis. Great attack there, though, by Orlando on the counter after the corner kick from Harrisburg.
That's a great example of what I would like to see out of Ekra. I mean, George Davis at no time broke pace.
Exactly.
You know, he kept going, broke stride, and he went at him as hard as he could. Pelletier, great defensive play. Picked his pocket, came out clean, did very well. Ekra probably has the same blazing speed, needs to utilize it more in that fashion.
Ball stolen away here by Bang. Orlando settling it down in the center of the field. There's Campbell. He has to send it back for Allen. Campbell again will switch to the far side now for Meshak. Pettis trying to get there and does, and again loses his feet on this wet turf, and the Orlando City were able to gather it back in. Watson with the ball down that far side. Jordan did a good job of getting a foot on that one and breaking up the play. Breaking in there, though, was George Davis again. You struck. Davies now, this near side. Bang leaves it back for Davies. Nice ball swung in, and that one headed away by Jordan again. Tell you what, I'm impressed with Jordan. What I really like was that first step. As soon as he headed that ball, his first step was to get outside the zone, but nobody followed with him. But nice job there. Adama Bang will try and set it down the line. It's going to be too far, and it'll be a goal kick here for the Harrisburg City Islanders here in our 21st minute of play. 1-1. Orlando scoring in the 6th minute. Watson unassisted, and Harrisburg coming up with their goal in the 10th minute. Pettis from Mbiji and Noon. USL Live is on UNation this year, the league's official online video channel. Check us out at usllive.com. Are you a citizen of USL Nation? If you are, come join us at uslnation.com.
I'll tell you what, Chad, Harrisburg starting to show a little respect from as Orlando comes in. You see them starting to get a little bit tighter, a little bit more compact, a little better organized. And they're starting to say, hey, wait a minute, you know what? This game's tight, good game. Let's sit back in a little bit, let's win it, and then we go. And Orlando is showing the same respect back to Harrisburg, which I like. So as soon as they turn the ball over, they're not trying to press high. They're sitting back in. They're letting Harrisburg come at them a little bit. It's been a great, entertaining first half. I apologize.
That's all right. What a great run by Watson again there. Boy, I love watching him play. He takes that ball and he comes at you full speed. And he's going to make, just like he makes you make a mistake or he's going to be in on goal. There, Ekra, it looked like he got most of the ball, but either way, Watson goes down. They're going to have a dangerous free start here.
Again, here's what it comes down to. Speed kills.
And you'll see here as Watson just gets the ball and attacks right away. Goes at it, and okay, yeah, I guess good call. Looked like Ekra did get the ankle and took him down. So restart. There you see Jan Ekra, I should say, from the Ivory Coast for the Harrisburg City Islanders, picking up the foul.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the foul, but you know, a yellow card, your first foul of the game. I mean, it just changed the complexion of the player for him right there. Granted, he was going to goal. Granted, it was a little clip, but I don't necessarily think it was a yellow card worthy.
They did award him a yellow?
They did.
Oh,
yes.
I did not see that. Okay. Yeah. So now he's got to play his game differently now. But dangerous spot here. We'll see who's going to take the kick. Over the ball is Jerome Mayshak. Also, Watson is there as well. And they're going to leave it. Mayshak gets a shot off there. It's blocked by Harrisburg, and that one's sent up. Something I haven't seen. Roll the ball between the legs of another player and then run around the backside. So many players are used to that second one stopping it. So a little bit of a trickery there.
The problem with that is that there's not enough time.
Yeah.
So as soon as he rolls the ball and lets it go through his leg, there's not enough time to recover from that. And the Walls does a great job of stepping up and blocking the shot.
Would have been much better served just taking that and going at the goal.
Absolutely. They would have been better served if he would have put his foot on it and
Right
just
away.
cracked it right from there.
Gotcha. Ball on the far side. Noon plays this one ahead. That one headed down, and it's going to stay in bounds. Yes, it is. Ball's going to come all the way back. We're in the 24th minute, 1-1. We're going to pause so you can hear from some of our sponsors. Stay with us.
For 40 years, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency has helped people with their housing needs, and we continue to innovate. Our home mortgage programs offer new, more competitive interest rates and down payment and closing cost assistance. Plus, we've kept our most popular features like free homebuyer education and exceptional customer service for the life of your loan. Visit our website or give us a call. We offer home mortgages that fit your budget. We're PHFA. Welcome home.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here. From delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here. From fine dining to home-style cooking, exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
Ekra comes up with this one in the center here, outside from BG. Too far for him. It'll be a throw-in for Orlando. It's been a good one here, Larry. This has been an exciting game to watch. It's exactly what I was anticipating last year when Orlando was here. Fun team to watch. The difference, I think, this year is that Harrisburg is much more in tune with the style of play that Orlando brings this year.
Totally agree, Chad. And to be honest with you, I mean, this brings Harrisburg alive. When they're playing another team that plays a good quality style of play, it brings them alive, and it forces them to play too. So from a fan's perspective, very exciting game. I like the fact that both teams are looking to attack. Both teams are coming out. And, again, a lot of respect given to each team. Obviously, the two teams that were in the finals last year. But needless to say, I like the fact that both teams are coming out tonight, not gun-shy. They're looking to go to goal and make things happen.
Ball sent down this near side for Pettis. Pettis trying to get there. Looks around, see if anybody's in to play with him, and that one's got a nice defensive play there, stepping in and just playing it off of Pettis to get the throw in. That was number 8, Eric Ustruck. Come down this near side. Here's Bang with it now. Bang still with control.
Orlando has some nice triangles set up on the pitch. They play a good ball in, they knock a ball down, set up in some nice shapes. They keep the ball hot most of the time. You know, very fun to watch. Harrisburg does the same, but maybe not as consistent as Orlando has done so far.
Malore looking for someone, no one moving around, so he's going to take it right through the middle himself. Malore squeaks it through for Mbiji now. Mbiji with some room, Tries to pull it back. Good defensive play there for Orlando. Beachy trying to come up with it still again. And this one's sent out now by Orlando.
You know, Chad, the same thing with Brian. Brian's also very pacey and he's skillful. He's got one to beat. He's got to recognize the fact that I got one man to beat. I got to go to goal. You know, if you lose it, you're losing at the top of their 18. So what? If you lose it like this, where you slow down, that to me, it's the same thing. So why not run at him? Why not try something? Why not try to get in the 18? Maybe he draws a foul. But again, that's the last piece that needs to be required to be successful around the 18.
And when you're the only guy up there and you only got one defensive player, that's when you have to try and be creative.
Absolutely.
You've got to be creative. That's the part of the game where you've got to let it hang out there, and if you lose the ball, you lose the ball, but you've got to do something.
Absolutely. I mean, and you know what? And Brian did a nice job. He's a great player, and Brian did a nice job of looking over his shoulder to see he had no numbers with him, and he slowed down. So, again, I would think that if he's just, next time he gets it, I would think he's going to run at somebody, especially in a position like that again.
So do we have a restart over there, or is it, yep, a quick restart for the Islanders. Malor waits, tries to take on, he does. Malor with some space, takes it to the end line. Can he win it? He's able to cut it back, but Orlando comes up with it. Ustruck sends this one long, looking for Chin, and that one headed on by Jordan. Pelletier brings it down. Nothing there, so he has to check things up. Here's Marshall again. Brandt. Oh, hard collision there between Brandt and Davis. No call, as you know, kind of both the players really just ran into each other. I think a good no call.
I'll tell you what, Davis felt that one. Tom came straight down on top of him. That was a body slam.
Long ball driven here. Is that going to get over Marshall? Yes, it is. Here's Dennis Chin now. Stops it, cuts it back. Chin trying to work it inside, and that one knocked away by Brandt. Good defensive play there. Brandt just throws himself out to get just a touch on it, able to get the toe. Sends it off for a corner kick. Marshall gets back and falls in that wet turf. Chin does a great job trying to cut it in. Nice job by Marshall. Just get a toe on it.
Just a little unfortunate. You don't very rarely see Marshall get beaten in a 1v1 situation. And Brandt had a great recovery run. He was on a jog for a period there and then saw that it was going to get into Marshall, and then he sprinted back to the middle of the box. Very, very, very good run for Tom Brandt. Very unlucky for Marshall to get beat 1v1.
Rooney sends that in. It goes off again. We'll have another corner kick here as Basso gets to it. Going to go short this time. Ball will come back for Rooney. Rooney serves this one up near that back post. Flicked on by Ekra, but not all the way out. Shot taken from outside, and that one's going to go off the side of the foot and wide by Adama. Bang for Orlando City. Visit USL Pro on Facebook at facebook.com/USL Pro to find out scores, stats, news, and more about your favorite team and stuff going on in the league. You can find all that exclusively at uslsoccer.com. Here's Basso with it now, ahead for Malor. Ball taken away. Oh, and Orlando almost squeaking that one through. Jordan sliding in and get a foot on it. Kelly has to come out and play this one now. Davies brings it all the way across for Bang now. Bang sends it down the line. Onsides here. Good run for Dennis Chin again. Chin down this near side. Waits, takes a shot. Great save, and there's Watson again. Picks up a second goal of the game now for Orlando. Watson at that back post gets the header. That goal coming in the 32nd minute of our first half. And it'll be unassisted as Harrisburg was able to get a touch on that one. Ball comes across and Noble able to touch it away. And Watson right there, and it goes, actually bounces right through the feet of Basso here. But Chin with a nice poke to that back post. Ball headed and goes right under the foot of Basso, but a great finish. Snapping his head down. And Watson picks up his second goal of the game now for Orlando.
Chad, the bend that he went to put on that ball probably wasn't picked up a lot in the flow of play, but as you see the replay, he had a great curl on it. He came up the backside of the ball, even on the high side, so he was trying to go back post with a bit of a dip, so he was trying to dip it over the top and made it probably difficult for the keeper to hold on to it, but when you see the replay, you can really see the way he came into it. It was an excellent shot. And then, of course, you know, it was a missed assignment on the back post when Watson come flying in like that.
Take a look at the replay one more time. Chin, 2 nice drives down the side. What a great bending ball, as you mentioned, Larry. What a great snapping header by Watson. Get to the goal, get to the goal, get to the goal.
But he's got to be matched up with better in the 18. Guys are getting back, but they're missing assignments right there. I mean, he's got to be tighter. Granted, Noble makes the first save, but there has to be better marking on Watson. Watson's been floating a little bit too free for my liking.
Malor flicks that back for Basso, too far for him. Creative play, though. There's Watson again. Rooney trying to send Chin through again. And Brandt's going to be able to get there. Chin goes down hard, and what's the call going to be? Yes, it is. And Chin just fighting hard against Brandt, and the Islanders will get the kick. Chin has been busy the last 3 or 4 minutes. Comes in and, yep, throws down Brandt. Could have really went either way. You
know, that's good strength on Tommy Brandt to get in there first. He did well to get there. Chin is very, 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 very quick. And Tommy did a nice job to get there, put himself in position. Definitely thought it was Chin's foul.
There's Malor now. Malor, nothing there. Has to play it out for Pettis. Pettis swings this one down inside. No one there as it's headed right back out by Adama Bang. Jordan sends this one ahead. Here's Jordan for Pelletier. Here's Brandt now. Has him BG. BG tries to play that one ahead. It's going to be a handball. And we'll have a restart here for the Islanders. So Pelletier will play the ball in. Nope, Malor will. He swings it near that back post. It's going to be too long, trying to feed that for Brandt.
Right idea to go with the lefty for the in-swinger, but he's got to drive the ball. Hooking it to the back post high like that plays into Kelly's hands. Obviously, with the height, being able to go up and receive it with his hands. He would have been so better served to come in and whip it right towards the penalty spot, towards the middle of the frame to get ahead on it.
Orlando moving the ball well here. Stretching the field. Allen plays it all the way across now for Meshack. Bang out wide now. Bang trying to play it in. I tell you, Brandt's been doing a great job back there at that right back position here tonight. This one now played up by Marshall and out of play. Nice ball fed in for Watson here. Watson's still with it. Watson working hard. Still comes up with it, does he? Still fighting for it. Watson plays this one to the outside. Chin takes a shot. That one squeaks free, and nice job on the back post by Brandt to knock that one out.
I'll tell you what, Watson has shown his worth in goal this evening. He has been fantastic on the attack. He's done incredibly well to maintain possession of the ball. He's been dangerous. He's making good decisions. Again, Orlando's forward has done an excellent job this evening.
Ball intercepted by Malor as he tries to drive this one up. Pettis trying to win it as it's on the far side. We'll take a look at the replay in this action here. Here you see Watson waits, has a chance to take a shot, but a nice heads-up play to feed that out for Chin. And there you see Brandt. Wow, just a fantastic job getting back and making sure you're covering up for your goalie behind.
You know, Orlando's really found a way to get in behind Harrisburg, which we have not seen that much all this year. I mean, they have not been penetrated this easy. I mean, it's not been all night, but it's been a good handful of times. And every one of them have been dangerous. I mean, that was the last pass that set him in, and quite frankly, should have been a goal. He should have went to the back post with that, and that would have been a goal. But needless to say, I mean, Harrisburg's been penetrated just a little bit tonight, a little bit more so. I'm sure Bill will clean it up at halftime, make sure his guys are a little more compact, a little more organized in the back for the second half.
Davis along this near side and along with Mbiji. Taking it to the end line now is Bang. Bang with Mbiji. Bang squeaks this one across, is headed away by Marshall. And still loose. Trying to come up with it is Brandt. Bang steals it away near that end line. Turn on the ball is John Rooney. He just plays it back now. Campbell trying to work through. He's pushed by Marshall, and that'll be a foul.
Well, Orlando shows some good pace in every position. I'll tell you, they are dangerous off the dribble or dangerous off the pass. I mean, Marshall, who I think is a very strong and quite quick defender, was taken to the cleaners right there by Rooney.
Rooney's going to play this ball in now for Orlando. Rooney swings this near that back post, and again, that one's going to be long, much like we saw from Malore.
You know, again, like over here with Malore whipping the ball back to the back post a little high. Same thing here for Rooney. Rooney needs to whip the ball in a little bit lower, a little bit harder, just for a skim header. They don't need to get a lot on it, just enough to skim it to change direction.
There you see the crowd on hand here. We've played 30, we're in our 39th minute, I should say, 2-1 Orlando. We're going to pause so we can hear from some of our sponsors.
For 40 years, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency has helped people with their housing needs, and we continue to innovate. Our home mortgage programs offer new, more competitive interest rates and down payment and closing cost assistance. Plus, we've kept our most popular features like free home buyer education and exceptional customer service for the life of your loan. Visit our website or give us a call. We offer home mortgages that fit your budget. We're PHFA. Welcome home.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here. From delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here. From fine dining to home-style cooking, exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
Malore trying to take that down the far side of the field and loses it, goes out of bounds for a restart for Orlando. Pelletier almost coming up with that one. Here's Davis now with it. Bang turns. Nice driven ball for Chin. Chin's got some room. That one bounces off of him, or else he might have been gone there, Larry.
You know, he was holding his run a little bit, and especially once the ball's in flight, he's got to go. He would have been in behind. He certainly has a tremendous amount of pace to deal with. He would have been in behind, but he slowed himself down. I guess he was trying to position his body between himself and Marshall and try to stay inside of Jordan. And I think if he would have just taken off, he would have been so better served to be able to then bring that ball down in behind him and would have went to goal.
Pelletier trying to play that one across. Here's Marshall with it again. Marshall drives this one from Malore, and it's going to swing right towards the goalkeeper. Or can Malore keep it in play? No, he cannot. Big goal kick here for Orlando in our 41st minute of play. And you see Malore been busy on that left side. There you see Marshall, outstanding player. Pettis for the Islanders. Bet Billy's happy to have Marshall back in the lineup here tonight for sure. Marshall goes up, wins that header.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. He has been steady. He's been solid. I mean, he's a ball winner. You know, he's everything that Harrisburg certainly needs. And obviously with Bixler out of the lineup, he's kind of assumed that role, Chad, that Bixler had, and has just done a brilliant job.
Along with him, Basso back in the lineup. I'm sure Billy very happy about that as well. Long ball far side. That one's going to be taken away by Malore. Goal kick coming for the Islanders. There you see Jerome Mashak, I should say, for Orlando. He's been busy at that right back position, having a good game.
It's been an incredibly entertaining first half. I mean,
it's a very good game.
One of the more entertaining first halves we've seen so far this year, and it's great to see two teams coming out and slugging it from the beginning, opposed to feeling each other out in the first half and then coming in the second half and trying to make something happen. This has been really an exciting first half, and actually a great crowd on hand as well that gets to witness this.
Other than that late extra time play between, we got some extracurricular activity going on here. Watson is a little upset as Basso and him got into some pushing matches. The referee settling them both down. But other than the extra time in that New England, or I should say the Red Bulls Islander game, this is probably the best game we've seen on the island this year. Very, very entertaining. Both teams really going hard at it. You know, and here's a team, Orlando, that's already secured the championship for the league and is already in the playoffs, and they're playing like they're trying to get back into the playoffs. And that's what I like seeing. You know, don't give it up. Keep playing right down to the end, because then you keep your energy up for the playoffs.
I would agree with you. I mean, I like the fact that Orlando's already in and could put it on cruise control, Chad, but did not do that.
Exactly.
They're here to play. And you know what? And again, that may come from their coach. Their coach may say, listen, we're putting our foot on the gas. We're going at it. We're gonna play like we're gonna be here to win. We don't need to go into the playoffs trying to correct any problems. We want to continue to build.
Exactly. Ball played up and out now by Wes Allen. Basso knocks that one down. Pelletier with it now. Going to send it down for Malore. Malore's going to get there. Anybody crashing that? Ekra's there, coming in late. And that one almost comes to a BG again on the backside. Great header by Adama Bang for Orlando. Ball still loose. That's going to be a handball, and now they're going to call a foul actually against Harrisburg before the handball. And it'll be a restart here for Orlando on our 44th minute of play. We'll take a look at the replay on that as it comes all the way across, and then the ball is still loose. And right here, the ball, he rolls around with the ball on his hand, and we got a restart here for Orlando. Ekra trying to get there. Going to bounce in favor of Malore here. Malore's got Pettis in the center. I don't think you saw him. Pettis was wide open there waiting for a ball to be fed in. Stepping up now is Basso. Basso brings this one in, and that ball snapped out by Orlando. Watson comes back, plays it up out of the zone for Orlando. Jordan sends it right back ahead for Basso now. Basso has Malore. Malore's going to drive this one in. Ekra going to try and play on that one. No call, as he was just about mugged from the back here. Shot taken there by Noon, but a little bit of a dribbler in there, and Sean Kelly gathers it in.
Again, not a bad effort. I mean, at least JT's pulling the trigger where games past, he wasn't pulling the trigger at the top of the 18. At least he's pulling the trigger, and, you know, talking to Coach Becherbaum, Coach Becher said he's got an excellent shot. He'd like to see him hit more balls as well, and so now by pulling the trigger a little bit, maybe he gets a little bit more comfortable and wants to pull more as the second half comes.
Umbro True Soccer since 1924. For more information, you can visit www.umbro.com. Looks like we're going to have 1 minute of stoppage time, and we're going to have a foul charge against Mbiji. And are they going to card him? And probably just going to give him a warning. No.
That's a yellow for sure.
They are going to give him a card. So Mbiji gets the card.
He got him pretty good, actually. It looked a little bit of frustration in there.
So a restart here for Orlando. Good hustle there by Adama Bang, who gets fouled on that one. So over the ball again for the restart is Rooney. We've seen him take most of these restarts here. John Rooney plays it short. Ball sent across now. Eric Yu struck, swings it to the far side. Watson with it again. Mashak sends it all the way back here, and that's going to do it. We played about 55 extra seconds here. So excellent half of soccer between both clubs. Orlando putting two together, scoring in the first minute. Watson unassisted, and then Pettis, Mbiji, and Noon connect to give the Islanders the tying goal, 1-1 at the 10-minute mark, and then Watson picks up his second of the game in the 32nd minute Taking a look at that first half, Larry, both squads still playing tough soccer. Do you make any changes, or do you wait to that 65th minute, see how things start to in way out in the second half?
Well, I'm 0 for 2, Chad, the last 2 games. I'm gonna guess that Orlando comes out and probably makes a change or 2 just to rest some players. Obviously, he's got a quality bench. On Bill's side, I would think that if he comes out, he'll put himself in a position. He'll put himself in a position to maybe switch out of forward. They've been doing a lot of work.
Yep.
That's probably all I would switch there. And if I don't switch right off the bat, it's going to be within the first 10, 12 minutes of the second half.
Gotcha. It's been a good one here from the island. Orlando City up 2-1 at the half. Stay with us. When we come back, we'll take a look at first half highlights, and we'll also take a look at the stats from the first half when we return here to the Skyline Sports Complex in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania on Invicta Sports.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here. From delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here. From fine dining to home-style cooking, exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
The neurologist said, you will lose the ability to swallow, to breathe. You will die. I asked the neurologist, why? If we could transplant hearts, couldn't we also replace damaged motor neurons?
Jennifer devoted the last 6 years of her life to wiping out ALS. Project ALS has created a new paradigm for disease research.
We know the goal. We want to get a cure for ALS.
You don't think about physical therapy until you need it. When an injury occurs, think Select Physical Therapy. Select leads the way in providing patients with clinical expertise using the latest medical research and techniques. Our team provides physical and hand therapy, pre- and post-surgery, work injury rehabilitation, and much more. With several locations in the Harrisburg area, let Select return you to activity at home, work, or play. Select Physical Therapy. Recovery starts here.
For 40 years, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency has helped people with their housing needs, and we continue to innovate. Our home mortgage programs offer new, more competitive interest rates and down payment and closing cost assistance. Plus, we've kept our most popular features like free homebuyer education and exceptional customer service for the life of your loan. Visit our website or give us a call. We offer home mortgages that fit your budget. We're PHFA. Welcome home.
Welcome back to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania in the Skyline Sports Complex as we are at the half. Orlando leads Harrisburg by a score of 2-1. It's been an exciting one. Let's take a look at our first half action. We take a look at the highlights here. Been a good one. Orlando coming out, fired up both teams. Here's Watson coming down in, takes the shot. The save made there comes right back for Watson. He pokes it inside the goal. That's, of course, his second goal of the game there. And Orlando goes up 2-0 at that point. Here's Watson again, same play. Watson comes down, takes the shot. Noble makes the save. Watson stays with it, sneaks it underneath him. 2-0 Orlando. Ball comes out here now. Noon swings this one across. A nice ball played right back again by Mbiji, and Pettis getting the diving header to snap that one in again. Right across, Pettis making sure, you're right, Larry, he did have to turn his body to get to that ball. It's been a hard-fought game, both teams, and Chin was busy. Reps this one near the back one, and again, Watson right there to pick up a second. I apologize, that was Watson's second goal of the game. So the first one that you saw was his first goal of the game. That made it 2-1 there now. And then just some hard-fought action here. Watson outside for Chin. Chin lets one go, and oh, it actually hit the post. I did not see that originally, Larry.
Well, our vision, we can't see it from here, but I mean, that was a lot closer than I thought it was, too.
It almost went off that post and off the back of Noble and in. He was lucky it squeaked across the line and not right back in. There you see some of the great crowd on hand here at the Skyline Sports Complex. It's been a good one. Stay with us. When we come back, we'll take a look at the highlights, and we'll get ready for our second half action right here on Invicta Sports.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here. From delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here. From fine dining to home-style cooking, exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
The neurologist said you will lose the ability to swallow, to breathe. You will die. I asked the neurologist, why? If we could transplant hearts, couldn't we also replace damaged motor neurons?
Jennifer devoted the last 6 years of her life to wiping out ALS. Project ALS has created a new paradigm for disease research.
We know the goal. We want to get a cure for ALS.
You don't think about physical therapy until you need it. When an injury occurs, think Select Physical Therapy. Select leads the way in providing patients with clinical expertise using the latest medical research and techniques. Our team provides physical and hand therapy, pre- and post-surgery, work injury rehabilitation, and much more. With several locations in the Harrisburg area, let Select return you to activity at home, work, or play. Select Physical Therapy. Recovery starts here.
For 40 years, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency has helped people with their housing needs, and we continue to innovate. Our home mortgage programs offer new, more competitive interest rates and down payment and closing cost assistance. Plus, we've kept our most popular features like free homebuyer education and exceptional customer service for the life of your loan. Visit our website or give us a call. We offer home mortgages that fit your budget. We're PHFA. Welcome home.
And welcome back to everybody watching on U-Nation tonight. USL Soccer, Orlando City in town to play the Harrisburg City Islanders in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. All the action taking place at the Skyline Sports Complex. Of course, Orlando up 2-1 here after one half of play. Taking a look at the stats from that first half, it was busy for both sides here. Shots on goal 7-2 in favor of Orlando. Saves 2-1. Fouls are even across the board, 4-4. Offsides, no offsides called. Corner kicks 2-2. Pretty even all the way across except for them shots, but we have a score of 2-1 as well, Larry. So I think pretty much the stats reflect what we saw in that first half of play.
Yeah, and again, it was a very entertaining first half. I mean, the Islanders came out and I thought had a good first half. And again, they're playing a great team. So to go in at 2-1, it may not be so bad. And of course, you know, I do think that Coach Betcher will clean up a couple things at halftime and they'll come back, and I think they're going to be in great shape.
Sounds good. Well, stay with us when we come back. We got second half action right here from the Skyline Sports Complex in Harrisburg as Invicta Sports presents USL Pro Soccer.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here. From delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here. From fine dining to home-style cooking, exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
The neurologist said you will lose the ability to swallow, to breathe. You will die. I asked the neurologist, why? If we could transplant hearts, couldn't we also replace damaged motor neurons?
Jennifer devoted the last 6 years of her life to wiping out ALS. Project ALS has created a new paradigm for disease research.
We know the goal. We want to get a cure for ALS.
You don't think about physical therapy until you need it. When an injury occurs, think Select Physical Therapy. Select leads the way in providing patients with clinical expertise using the latest medical research and techniques. Our team provides physical and hand therapy, pre- and post-surgery, work injury rehabilitation, and much more. With several locations in the Harrisburg area, let Select return you to activity at home, work, or play. Select Physical Therapy. Recovery starts here.
For 40 years, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency has helped people with their housing needs, and we continue to innovate. Our home mortgage programs offer new, more competitive interest rates and down payment and closing cost assistance. Plus, we've kept our most popular features like free homebuyer education and exceptional customer service for the life of your loan. Visit our website or give us a call. We offer home mortgages that fit your budget. We're PHFA. Welcome home.
And welcome back to the Skyline Sports Complex here as we're getting ready to get underway for our second half of action. Orlando leading 2-1. We'll take a look, just a couple substitutions. Both teams bringing in one sub in the game in the second half. Starting out will be Justin Clark for Orlando. He will be given a rest to Jerome Maychak, I should say. And for the Harrisburg City Islanders, Morgan Langley will come in and give a rest to Brian Umbiji as we start this second half, Larry.
Well, again, that's why I didn't make a prediction this time, because I had a feeling. I had a feeling somebody was going to do something. I can understand Orlando because obviously they're going to probably try to rest a player here and there. Harrisburg, obviously, maybe Bill was not too content with the way things were going and decided to make a couple changes. He also made another change with number 18, Jimmy McLaughlin, coming in at the outside right mid position. So he's a young player on loan from the Philadelphia Union. He's one of the homegrowns that were plucked away from Colgate College, and he's only a 19-year-old player. So we'll see how he does here tonight.
So the Islanders will have the kick to start this second half. One thing that we should mention that I forgot to mention in that first half, we talked a lot about John Rooney in that first half of restarts, and he is the brother of Wayne Rooney. So, of course, John was up in the MLS for a little while, and he's playing on loan here to Orlando, getting some more experience. Sure we'll see him in the MLS before too long. Offsides charge here against the Islanders, so a restart for Orlando as we start this second half. Davies with it now, working that left side of the field. Orlando will swing it across here for Wes Allen. Allen looking. Pettis trying to chase him down, nothing there. Ball sent ahead, flicked on by Chin. Chin tries to get the turn, he does. Brandt's gonna gather this one in. No, he'll leave it for Nick Noble. Beautiful night here for soccer tonight, Larry.
I tell you, the rain held off because they were calling for a pop-up thunder shower, and it never did occur. But it a little humid, a little sticky, but great crowd on hand, watching a great game. So can't ask for much more than that.
Noble with it for the Islanders, sends this one up. Ekra trying to get a play on it, over the top. Again, no call there as you struck. We've seen several of that. Players just right up, crawling right up the back, and usually you see those calls, and the referee tonight, Newman, is just going to let those ones go.
You know, I'll tell you, Chad, it's been a fairly clean game all the way through. He's allowed the players to play. He's not tried to dictate the outcome himself. He's allowed the game to breathe a little bit and allowed the game to play.
Noble sends this one up, flicked on by Pelletier. Malore with it. Malore looking for Ekra. Actually, Ekra gave up on his run. He was going there, and Malore played him.
To be fair, I think Eckler looked for that run first. Malore didn't play him the first time, so he checked his run up, then looked for the ball back at his feet. Malore never picked his head up and then still played the ball through. If Eckler would have kept his run on, that would have been perfect.
Ball squeaked through now. Here's Pettis. Pettis tries to drive it across. Malore gets a touch on it, gets it on goal. Pettis is taken down hard on the far side. No call on the play as he was just wiped out as the ball was crossed in there. And Orlando's going to work it out right away down this near side for Watson. Watson takes a step. He's taken down by Basso, and he's going to get the call. Similar to what we saw down at the other side. And we'll have to take a look here. I think Basso's going to get carded for that one.
Well, unfortunately, it looks like a retaliation foul for the one in the corner.
So we'll take a look here. Watson coming down. Just touches it over, and Basso comes through with the cleats way high. He's lucky he didn't get a red for that one, coming in cleats high and studs out.
Come on, center. He gave on the 7. They've been hanging on the 7 the whole game.
Yep. Didn't look much different than what we saw at the other end on the foul on, or the strike at Pettis.
You know, Coach Woodison and Coach Heath over here for Orlando City have had words off and on throughout the course of the game, and I know Coach Woodison loves to wind the other coaches up, but tonight it's been a little comical because they're both throwing jabs at each other, and neither one of them liking the fouls each other team is giving each other.
John Rooney over the ball again for Orlando. Referee, I think, is awarding a yellow card here to, I'm not sure if maybe that is for the foul down at the other end, maybe? Kyle Davies got the foul, or got the card, so I'm not sure what that one was for. Rooney swings this one in, headed away though by Basso. But Orlando, that one skips over. Here comes Ekra trying to get to it. He does. Ekra has a player down the outside, plays it ahead here. Ball played back for Pettis. Pettis trying to step through, nothing there. Plays it across for Basso. Oh, and the ball nicely taken away there by Orlando. Ball sent in, taken down by Noon now. Malore trying to work through. Malore still with it. Malore sending it through for Pettis, and Pettis couldn't get there. Al Davies will send it ahead. Davis. Campbell. Campbell has Clark down this near side, and that one's going to be played up and out by Basso. It'll be a throw in here for Orlando.
I would not be shocked if that ball made its way to the river.
Ball along that far side. Adama Bang trying to swing that across, goes off the foot and off. We'll have a goal kick for the Islanders. We are in our 52nd minute of play. Larry Julius and Chad Edwards happy to be bringing you all the action here from the Skyline Sports Complex on Invicta Sports. So a bunch of kids come up, told us the ball made it all the way to the river.
I mean, I assumed it would the way that thing went out.
There's going to be some kid down river is going to have a brand new soccer ball. Albeit a little waterlogged, but they'll have a new soccer ball. Basso swings it all the way back for Nick Noble.
You know, an interesting tactic here that when the ball goes back to the back four of Harrisburg City Islanders, Coach Heath has his players really pressing high, putting them under this late in the game, which again, he's not here to take a tie or even look for a tie. He's going for the jugular. He's looking to win a ball and attack. I appreciate that. I appreciate that style, and I like the way Harrisburg comes back right at him again and goes at him. So it's been an interesting game so far, and I do think before this game's over, we're going to see another goal or two.
Orlando trying to clear this out. Pelletier sends it ahead for McLaughlin, and that one away from him. Here's Brandt down that far side. Brandt tries to play it back, and that one intercepted, though, by Orlando as they're able to clear the zone out for Chin. That's just over his head. Islanders headed back. Here comes Orlando, though, with the ball. Ball played outside here for Clark. Justin Clark able to get there and keep it in play. Rooney trying to play it back. Ekra now. Waits, stops, has McLaughlin. Plays this one through. McLaughlin on the run on the far side, and that one just headed away by Adama Bang for Orlando. Jimmy McLaughlin was in behind, though.
Great run, great ball in. The ball just checked up a little bit as it hit the ground, and I think Jimmy's looking for a little bit of a skip because the ground is wet, and it didn't. It just kind of checked, and then obviously the Orlando defender had a chance to intercept.
Basso quickly for Malore now. Malore turns. Plays it back for Basso. Dangerous here as that one played up and out of play by John Rooney. It'll be a throw-in for the Islanders. That one flicked on. Rooney comes back for it. Watson played it. Now for Rooney again, and stepping up is Jordan this time. He's going to send this one long. Is it going to stay in? Pettis is going to try and get there. It's going to roll off the sideline. We'll have a throw-in here for Orlando in our 55th minute of play. Still 2-1. Orlando with that go-ahead goal in the 32nd minute, unassisted from Watson. His second of the game. Clark not able to keep that one in. We'll have a throw-in deep here for the Islanders. Noon sends it in for Pelletier. Switches it for McLaughlin now. McLaughlin knocks it down, still with it. McLaughlin, top of the 18, still with it. Looks, leaves it for Noon. Noon swings it all the way across. No one there. Had Pettis in the middle and misfired on that one.
That was great soccer all the way around. I mean, Jason Pelletier's ball was exquisite right into Jimmy McLaughlin. McLaughlin, great job coming across the 18. Maybe needs to pull the trigger. Once he got that seam, he didn't do it, but then lays off a good ball to the back post, obviously didn't finish. Orlando with a nice knockdown, very confident knockdown back to the keeper off the chest.
Here's Chin with a great run. Swings that one wide. It's going to come to George Davis. Davis still with it. Chin had a ball played up over top and just couldn't get a step, though, on Jordan. McLaughlin plays it back now for Brandt. Brandt just chips it out of the zone. Intended for Noon, intercepted by Orlando. McLaughlin with it. Noon now. Back for McLaughlin. McLaughlin waits, tries to send Pettis through. Pettis trying to get there, and the ball is going to come all the way back for Sean Kelly, who plays it up along that far side, trying to keep it in play, and does, is number 25, George Davis for Orlando. Rooney has that one almost taken away. Now it's knocked off, and the throw-in coming up for Orlando.
We're getting about the 55th minute of the match here, Chad. I'm sure Coach Betcher's going to get his bench up here and get some guys moving because he's going to see some of these forwards are starting to drain a little bit here. It's, you know, even though the temperature seems to be nice out here, that humidity is hard in your lungs when you're working as hard as some of these guys have been working. And they might be able to inject a little bit of blood here, maybe see a little Sanitore come in for Garrett Pettis, and maybe we'll see Lucky Mukusada come in here for Mellor, or possibly Langley, even though he's playing on a slight injury.
Here's Ekra. Ekra taking on some speed, takes the shot. What a great save there by Sean Kelly. Getting down and getting the glove on that one. Ekra, that's what we were looking for in that first half, him taking the ball and going at the goal.
Absolutely. Brilliant run by Jan Ekra. Been waiting for that the whole game, Chad. He decided to run at him, found the seam, got a great shot off.
You see Ekra comes up with the steal and just takes the speed, comes right at the goal, gets his seam, takes a shot. I tell you what, goaltender Sean Kelly was moving to that left side and had to drop down to get that glove on. A fantastic save.
I tell you, great shot by Jan Ekra, especially going at him like that with pace. And Kelly meets the task by coming up with a great right-handed save.
So restart here, the foul charge against the Islanders, and we'll have a restart here for Looks like Rooney will take the restart again for Orlando City.
John Rooney, like his brother Wayne, likes all the dead ball situations for Orlando here.
Rooney looks like maybe he's going to go straight at this one. Nope. He's going to dump it off here for Campbell. Here's Chin. Campbell sends this one back in. Oh, Rooney played the dummy, but nobody was there. Pettis tries to get there. Played by Orlando straight ahead. Basso gets a head on, and Marshall has to come over after it. Watson almost comes up with it. Marshall still with it. Turns. Able to get it to Malore. Orlando now with it. Ball still kept in by Davis. Great job along that sideline to keep that one in play.
Boy, Davis did a great job walking the tightrope there, keeping the ball at his feet, not allowing the ball to go out of bounds and still being able to keep possession.
That ball sent up and out of play by Watson, looking for his third. We're in the 59th minute of play. Orlando 2, Harrisburg 1. We're going to pause so we can hear from some of our sponsors.
For 40 years, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency has helped people with their housing needs, and we continue to innovate. Our home mortgage programs offer new, more competitive interest rates and down payment and closing cost assistance. Plus, we've kept our most popular features like free homebuyer education and exceptional customer service for the life of your loan. Visit our website or give us a call. We offer home mortgages that fit your budget. We're PHFA. Welcome home.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here. From delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here. From fine dining to home-style cooking, exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
Orlando working it out of the back. Looking for Chin over the top again. He's been busy. That one goes off of him and out of play. We'll have a throw in for the Islanders right away. Here's Pelletier with it now. Waits. Not much there. Has to play it all the way back for Andrew Marshall now. Marshall trying to play that outside. Orlando almost intercepting that dangerously with nobody on that right side.
That's a tough ball. I mean, you obviously see the field getting chewed up over there, and the ball popped up right as he went to hit it and didn't have the certain contact that he liked. You could see that from here.
Ekra plays this one through for Malore. Can he get there? Malore inside, and that one played away. It's going to go off the end line. Should be a corner kick. And yes, it will. Nice job getting back was Kyle Davies to get a foot on that, or Malore was in behind.
I tell you, it was a great run by Malore. Maybe a little bit of a broken play that got him in, but it was an excellent play, and Orlando did a nice job of recovering.
Thought a good service in there by Ekra as well. Malore will take the in-swinger here off the corner kick. Ball spun in here. Brandt gets ahead on that one, and that's a handball, and there's no call on that one. And Billy Betcher, who you don't see get up off the bench too often, is up, and he is furious right now, as that did look like it went off of a hand. We'll have to see on the replay. Looks like Pelletier will take the kick on this side of the field now to swing it in. Pelletier quickly for Malore. Malore takes a shot. That one goes off of a player in front. Pelletier trying to get there, and it looks like Rooney's going to be able to clear the zone for Orlando.
That was a great corner kick.
Actually, Orlando swinging this one all the way across here. Orlando's got a break. Chin with it. Chin dancing along the top of the box. Steps in. Chin with it. Gets the shot off. Save made by Noble, but wide open on the near side here is Struck. And that makes it 3-0 now, or 3-1 now. '62nd minute. Struck unassisted. As Noble was able to get a hand on it. I tell you what, Chin did a great job. He was taken down. The shot comes off. Struck gets there. That might have been a penalty shot if he didn't score on that one either way.
Yeah, the referee obviously saw the play developing. I mean, I'll tell you what, Chin is just blazing quick to his right and to his left. if you get pinned on your heels when he's coming at you, good luck, because he has been a handful for the City Islanders all night long.
I know we were going to try and take a look at that replay of the corner kick by the Islanders, see if it was a handball. We had to come to the play here as Orlando City was breaking. And we'll take a look at the replay here. We'll see off the corner kick and see if it's actually headed and knocked down with a hand. The ball comes in, headed by Brandt. Well, actually, it missed the hand. It went off the back of his head, so a good call by the official.
Yeah, it did hit him in the back of the head. Excellent call by the official. And that's obviously difficult when you're getting all the pressure from the players thinking it hit his hand, but it certainly hit him in the back of the head.
The arm was up there, but it did go off the back of the player's head, so good call by the officials to keep that one. Another corner kick. Pelletier knocks the player down, and we're going to have a foul here. And that's actually player grabbed his neck right away, so ball comes down. Chin does a great job. He's taken down, and Noble makes the initial save.
Watson's been their engine the entire night. I mean, obviously, he's gotten a little banged up with some of the fouls. If I'm Coach Adrian Heath at this point, I'm looking to maybe remove him from the match. He's played a hard match. Get somebody in that's going to sit for him and work for him, but I would probably remove him. He's been beat up pretty good, and he's done an excellent job, and he's served his purpose for this evening.
Yeah, that was a weird hit. He didn't anticipate that. It looked like he had a little bit of a whiplash kind of action there. Still holding the back of his neck. So Malore comes out, and Yates comes in. And out of the game is Pettis, and in the game is Lucky Mukasada. So Tom Malore and Pettis doing what they could. Now it's time for the Islanders to find that magic late in the game to see if they can't put two in here and come out of this with at least a tie. They're only 1 point behind Wilmington right now, so they really need a tie here to see if they can at least be tied for that fourth position with them. And so it's critical that they try and pick up 2 goals late here, so they really have to push.
Well, he's already advanced numbers forward. He's got Lucky. He's got, well, he had Ekra playing up on top for a minute there. Ekra pushed high, but he appeared to drop back in the midfield. Maybe they're sticking with that again. But at some point, he'll go to 3 forwards, and he'll start looking for longer diagonal balls. Surprised we have not saw Torrey to this point. However, he may be nursing an injury that we're not aware of.
Well, of course, he was not sure if he got a concussion in the game the other night. So he did take that hard knock.
Oh, that's true.
He is in uniform, and he does have a penny on. So I would assume that maybe, well, actually, now that I look down through there, that was, actually, he's icing his shoulder. So I'm not sure if we're going to see him at all.
Well, last I checked, you didn't play soccer using your shoulder too often. So game like this, I'm finding a way to get on the field for sure.
But like I said, he did take that hard knock the other day, so he may be nursing a concussion as well. This one sent up and out of play. Orlando will get the throw in here. Clark will take the throw. Rooney comes to it. Watson tries to send this one down. Oh, great flick on here inside the box by Clark, and this one sent up and out of play. Watson takes another hard knock from behind off of that. No call on the play. Like you said, he's a key player. You know, you're already in the playoffs. You don't need to have those players on the field. You're up 3-1. You need to get him off the field and save him for playoffs and such. So
I would agree. I just don't see the value in keeping him on at this point. I mean, the game's 3-1, pretty much in hand. I don't know if I see the value of keeping him out there. I would remove him. I mean, he's done his job for the evening. There's obviously enough time that the Islanders can come back, but Watson has served his purpose. At this point, with the bench that Orlando has, remove him. Get him out.
Corner kick here for Orlando. Over to take the kick. No surprise, John Rooney has taken almost all the restarts here tonight for Orlando. They push all but one really player up into the mix at least. Rooney waits. Can take as much time as he can. Ball played up, swings near that back post, and that one actually over the head of Jordan. This one flicked back in. Can Noble get there? Yes, he does. No, they're going to call it out of bounds. It's going to be a corner kick. Noble throws the ball at the official on the far side. Lucky doesn't get a card for that one. So So another corner kick on the far side. It will be for Orlando. Nick Noble very upset with that call. Rooney on the short kick, plays it in for Bang. Bang tries to squeak that one across the top. Shot taken is deflected inside there. Was off of Pelletier. Another corner kick now coming for Orlando City. Rooney will take the kick. Game has really sucked the energy out here in the second half, it seems like, as both teams are really not attacking like we saw in that first half. Shot taken here, that one's going to go up and wide. Charlie Campbell trying to take it right at the goal. Noble sends it out. Ekra will settle it. Played up and out. We'll have a throw in for the Islanders now. Noon quickly for Basso. Back for Noon. Pelletier plays it to the far side now for McLaughlin, and that one too long for him. Orlando able to keep this one in play, though, and it's going to go off of an Islander. It'll be a throw-in. No, it won't. It'll be an Islander throw-in deep down in now. Brandt will take the throw. Pelletier leaves it. Here's McLaughlin again, tied along the top. Nothing there. Has to give it to Ekra. Ekra steps, tries to get a shot off. That one's blocked. It's going to stay in play as Brandt goes over to try and play it. No, it does not. It'll be an Islander throw-in.
That's good movement by Harrisburg, Chad. I mean, good penetration across the top, but Orlando City up to the task of defending and getting organized in the back and staying nice and connected and organized.
Brandt leaves it for Yates. It goes off of Orlando. Another throw into the far side for the City Islanders. Brandt will go over to take the throw again. Here's Yates now. Yates cuts it down inside. Yates takes a shot. It's loose inside. Mukasada is going to leave it for Basso. Basso trying to work inside the box. Leaves it for Mukasada, and it's sent out of the box here by Wes Allen. And we're going to have a foul charged here, I think, against Mukasada.
Absolutely no foul there. At minimum, a ball coming out. But he stuck his foot in there. Mukasada wanted to take a shot, and he stuck his foot in there. That's all that was. Waiting to see if there's going to be a foul. Mukasada comes in. Oh, actually does get him. So Mukasada may be lucky on that one. But he's looking to take a shot, Chad. I would disagree with the official.
And I think the official's doing the right thing. He's not giving a card here. Mukasada and Wes Allen shake hands, showing good sportsmanship. No one's out there to injure anybody. They're just going to play hard. Just taking more time off of the clock for the Islanders. They need 2 goals, and they need that point. Sean Kelly will put the ball in play here for Orlando. Ball driven up by Kelly here. Watson trying to get ahead on it. Basso wins that one. Flicked ahead. That one flicked on now. Chin trying to get there. He'll keep this one in play for Orlando. Chin looks to try and take it to the end line. Yates tosses him to the ground, comes up with the ball here. And now Basso with it. Basso just swings at this one, goes off the side of his foot and out of play. We're going to have a throw in here for Orlando in the 72nd minute. Ball swung all the way back by Eric Ustruck to goaltender Sean Kelly, who just drives this one right back up. Marshall gets up in the air, gets ahead on it. Settled again, trying to squeak that through for Chin. Intercepted, though, by Jordan. Luke Mukasada with it now. With the turn, tries to send Noon through. Noon doesn't make the run. Orlando with it again. Allen sends it to this near side for Clark. Here's Watson again. Looks like Orlando seems pretty content with driving the ball forward and let Chin chase him down. And if he gets through, he gets through. If not, they've got numbers back to defend, Larry.
There's been so many small knocks when they get the ball in the midfield. There's been so many small knocks that it's not necessarily a bad choice to bypass their midfield right now to stretch the game out a little bit, and then maybe they can then stretch Harrisburg out and then find some smaller balls.
Ecker with it now for the Islanders. Looks like City Islanders might be looking to make another sub here. Leroy along the bench talking to Coach Betcher now, maybe getting instructions. Boy, Chin calling for that ball, and he had some space. Here's Noon now. Noon for McLaughlin down the right side. McLaughlin waits, makes the move inside now. McLaughlin takes a shot, and that one gets through, but it comes right to Sean Kelly, who gathers it in. 73 minutes have been played, 3-1 Orlando. We're going to pause. Don't go away so we can hear from some of our sponsors.
For 40 years, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency has helped people with their housing needs, and we continue to innovate. Our home mortgage programs offer new, more competitive interest rates and down payment and closing cost assistance. Plus, we've kept our most popular features like free homebuyer education and exceptional customer service for the life of your loan. Visit our website or give us a call. We offer home mortgages that fit your budget. We're PHFA. Welcome home.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here. From delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here. From fine dining to home-style cooking, exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
Ecker with the ball now for the Islanders. Loses it. Here's Rooney now. Rooney has Chin to the far side. Chin down inside here with some space. Flicks on up over the top. What a great goal. What a finish.
Wow.
What a finish.
You cannot underestimate the first touch that he had either.
Chin gets this ball from Rooney. Rooney sends it over the top. Watch this. Actually takes it down off the shoulder and just flops this one in the back of the net.
The first touch that came in, Chad, I mean,
just a fantastic job. That coming in the 75th minute.
Boy, what touch. That was just a fantastic goal.
So the fourth goal of the game there, you see Chin. He's been busy all game. He's been working hard for that one. Ball to the far side. There you see Dennis Chin getting a good goal here tonight for Orlando. 4-1, almost insurmountable for Harrisburg to come back from.
Yeah, that's going to be tough now at this point.
Ball goes all the way across. USL Live is on UNation, the league's official online video channel. Check us out on USLLive.com. Are you a citizen of USL Nation? If you are, come join us at USLNation.com. Islanders are going to have to do some heavy work here to try and pick up 3 goals, Larry, against a very strong Orlando team who has not taken the pedal off of the gas here as we come down the stretch here in the second half.
Yeah, there's absolutely no question about it. Orlando has yet to even show any sign of not wanting to attack. And again, this might allow them to have had the success they had this past year. You know, they want to go to goal. They want to be successful. They want to score goals. And in the process, they've played good soccer in doing so. And it's not as if Harrisburg has played terrible. I mean, Harrisburg has not, you know, they just may not be able to, you know, match up with Orlando the way that Orlando, I mean, for man, Orlando is probably the strongest team in the league.
Ball for Mukasada, and that one's going to be played off. We'll have a throw in here for the Islanders. We have seen magic late in games from the Islanders, though, so we can't count anything out until we get to the end of the game. And there you see Mukasada, Yates, and we're going to have a substitution here for Orlando. Lopez is going to come into the game, and it looks like he is going to give a good, well-deserved rest to Dennis Chin. He's been very busy up there, active, fun player to watch. He's been exciting. I've enjoyed watching him all night.
You know what, Chin, Chin is an atypical forward, especially when he's been able to get good flighted balls in and balls over the top. Or I mean, again, he's been dangerous on the dribble. He's been dangerous with balls through. I mean, he's been a very effective forward for Orlando.
Here's Yates with it still. Yates having some trouble there with his footing. Now the ball swung in. No, that one blocked. Headed down inside. Orlando trying to clear the zone. Haven't yet. Now they do. Comes back for Pelletier trying to get there, and that one cleared out. And Noble will come all the way out to play this one. Switches it all the way across for Marshall here as everybody pushing now for the Islanders. Marshall waits, looking for somebody to come for the ball. McLaughlin comes, leaves it now on that far side. Here's Yates with it now. Flips it in for Mukasada. Or check that rather, Ekra, now Mukasada back for Pelletier. And here's Brandt gets a shot off the post. Brandt breaking in on that outside. How he got the shot off, I'm not sure, Larry, because a great defensive play sliding through there.
Little toe poke. I mean, he really didn't have a lot of room. That was a tremendous penetrating ball by Jason Pelletier. Unfortunate, you know, that makes it a lot more interesting if they finish that off.
So a foul charged against the Islanders and Jason Pelletier, so be a restart here for Orlando. We'll take a look at the foul, or actually Yates there gets a poke at it. Sliding through, it looked like it was number 22, or 21, I should say, I'm sorry, it was 20, Kyle Davies. Another foul now. This one's going to be charged against Yates. And a restart for Orlando again here in our 80th minute, 4-1. If you're just joining us, Orlando over Harrisburg. Orlando has won the outright league title already at this point in the game, in the season. We'll have home field advantage for playoffs. Islanders trying to jump ahead of Wilmington. If they could come back and salvage a victory out of this, they would jump ahead of Wilmington into 4th place, be ahead of them by 2 points. They really need to fight for a tie here so they can get that one valuable point to tie Wilmington for that 4th place position. But I don't think it's going to happen the way things are going right now. It's going to be awful tough to score against this Orlando team 3 times.
Orlando right now, Chad, I mean, now they're keeping the ball. Now they're forcing Harrisburg to really chase the game, and they're drawing them back out, swinging the ball around, back to front, inside out. I mean, this is going to be difficult for them. However, I mean, we have seen it. You are right. We have seen Harrisburg do it many a times. Many a times come
Absolutely.
back from where we didn't think they could do it, and they've done it. So,
and many times they've done that in the extra time with only like 3 minutes.
Absolutely, you're right. We've seen that before as well.
They come back and scored 3 goals in overtime against New England to beat New England in Open Cup play. Pelletier swings it out for McLaughlin now. McLaughlin going hard to the goal. McLaughlin still with it, has that one knocked away. I do like him attacking the goal, though, the way he did.
He does. He's a very pacey kid. He runs at people. He puts them back on their heels. Very effective player, obviously very young and green at this game at this level. But needless to say, he's been an impact in the second half. He's created some havoc. Obviously, a couple things he could have done a little bit better to be a little bit more effective, but that'll come with time and experience.
Ball back for Yates now. Islanders trying to find a seam to play this ball in. Has to come all the way back now for Jordan. Ball played in here. Taken away as Ekra tries to come up with it. Here comes Orlando. Lopez trying to play it ahead. Ekra will come up with it again, though. Back for Ekra. Still with it. Jan Ekra working his way through. Ahead for Mukasada. He tries to leave it for Ekra. Mukasada still with it, though. Pelletier out for McLaughlin now. McLaughlin takes it down. Trying to take on McLaughlin. Cutting through, still with the ball. McLaughlin inside the box, touches outside. Still working for it. That one chips up. McLaughlin scores! McLaughlin takes on here. How he wins this ball, he does. Comes in, takes a step across, stays fighting hard, comes up with it. Oh, it actually goes off the defender and in, Larry.
But you know what, Chad? You can't take away the energy that he brought to the table. He's going at players. He's pinning them back on their heels. high energy young man, very effective. You know what? Nothing wrong with getting a little break like that from time to time, hitting somebody and going in. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. It still counts.
Exactly.
His job was to come in the second half and impact the game. He's done a great job and has done that.
So the Islanders still with a little bit of time here. If they can keep pushing. Ball come all the way back for Noble. Is there a big surprise to come here still, Larry? Who knows?
I'll tell you what, you can never count him out. Even though it looks a little bleak, you can never count him out.
Visit USL Pro on Facebook at facebook.com/USL Pro. If you want scores, stats, news, and more, you can find that exclusively at USLsoccer.com. Energy is picked up now as the Islanders needed that goal. McLaughlin. Coming up with a big one for the Islanders. And we're going to have a substitution here. It looks like Orlando's going to make another sub. We'll have to see who's going to come over. Fuller's going to enter the game. And they're finally going to give a rest to Jamie Watson, who's got 2 goals on the night for Orlando.
Well, this is a well-deserved break for this young man. This young man has been a huge piece of Orlando's success, not only tonight, but throughout the whole season. And for him to come out of the game now, he was gassed. Obviously, they moved him up on top because he was out of gas. How Adrian Heath could be discouraged with him, I have no idea. You know, in all fairness, I think Adrian should have gotten him out a little bit earlier. He was obviously fatigued at one point. You can see they're heated back and forth right now, and I don't agree with that because, you know, the young man gave everything he could.
Yeah, I thought he had a fantastic game. 2 goals, was in the mix on a lot of stuff, had lots of energy, took on players, defensively was getting back. I thought he had a fantastic game.
You know, but, you know, then I'll flip this around as a coach. I mean, obviously, Adrian Heath is probably draining every bit of energy he can out of this team game in, game out all year.
Right.
And therefore, he's holding this young man to a standard. He's teaching him a lesson. He's saying, hey, you don't stop until I do bring you out or until the whistle blows. So, therefore, that discussion could have very well been, hey, I need you up and down. I don't care if your lungs are coming out of your mouth or not. I need you up and down. So, therefore, it could be a lesson learned. Needless to say, he'll be, after the emotions, everything calms down, and he has an opportunity to sit down and realize he knows that young man had a brilliant game.
Exactly. It's 4-2 here in our 86 minutes. Stay with us. We're going to pause to hear from some of our sponsors. Lots of soccer left to play.
For 40 years, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency has helped people with their housing needs, and we continue to innovate. Our home mortgage programs offer new, more competitive interest rates and down payment and closing cost assistance. Plus, we've kept our most popular features like free homebuyer education and exceptional customer service for the life of your loan. Visit our website or give us a call. We offer home mortgages that fit your budget. We're PHFA. Welcome home.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here. From delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here. From fine dining to home-style cooking, exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
Boy, dangerous down this near side here as Bernard almost gets it there, but drags down Marshall. Umbro, true soccer since 1924. For more information, visit www.umbro.com. Come support the City Islanders. To purchase tickets, contact the City Islanders at 717-441-GOAL or www.cityislanders.com. The next home game is next Wednesday, August 8th versus the Charleston Battery. Game time is 7 o'clock. Come on out and support the Harrisburg City Islanders for their final home game of the season here as they try to work their way up in the standings for the playoffs. So come on out and support the Islanders. Send us your feedback if you like what you see. Follow us on Twitter at Invicta Video, or like us on Facebook at Facebook.com/InvicaHD, and you can find out a lot about what we're doing here on Invicta Sports and Invicta by going to www.invicta.net. And one thing I'd like to pass along is Invicta was chosen as the production company of choice to actually bring the Philippine national soccer team to the United States and broadcast their game international friendly against the U.S. Virgin Islands coming up on August 17th, and that'll be in Indianapolis. And we're actually heading the week before that to Chicago to do the Chicago Fury against the Philippine national team as well. So you'll be able to watch that online. You can go to Invicta and our Facebook page to find out all about that, where you'll be able to watch those games. So we're excited to do that coming up in August. So that ought to be a fun one, Larry.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Chad, that's exciting. It's exciting for the production company. It's also exciting for all the people out there to be exposed to different national teams, different levels, and different types of brands of soccer. So they'll be able to see that also as well as USL Pro. And Chicago Fury, I know I'm not too familiar with them.
They're the PDL team, so they're bringing it in. It'll be an international game where they get a little bit of exposure, and it lets the Philippine national team play an extra game in the United States. So that'll be a nice warm-up game before they play the U.S. Virgin Islands in Indianapolis. So it'll be fun.
It'll be great for those young kids, too.
Here comes Lucky Mukasada. Has McLaughlin and actually played it behind him. Needed to just lay that out to his foot. McLaughlin was in perfect place to get a strike at the goal. Again, McLaughlin getting in there and just over his head as that one's gathered in by Sean Kelly.
I don't think Lucky picked his head up to see him. It was right on the ground in stride. McLaughlin did a nice job of checking his run so that he could find him in defeat. And he played it back nice. It was in the air, a little high. But again, I mean, we're up here. We're seeing it develop. Maybe he's got to be a little bit more patient. But needless to say, good effort. And again, McLaughlin on the end of something.
Pelletier drives this one over the top. McLaughlin leaves it for Eckert. Eckert gets the shot off, but again, he plays it right into the hands of Sean Kelly.
Good effort, though. I like the fact that Eckert got in behind. He's dangerous. He's been working hard all game. Again, a couple great efforts here from City Islanders. That fourth goal just really made life difficult for them. That third goal, if it was only 3-2, they have a little bit more of a chance. This is going to be difficult.
Throw in here for Orlando as we are in our 90th minute of play. Have not gotten the official word yet in terms of the extra time. Orlando plays it back. Lopez now. Lopez still trying to work with it. Comes back to Lopez along the end line. Lopez streaking in, actually changes it up and leaves it for Fuller. No, Lopez is going to kill some time in the corner. Good heads-up play. Basso leaves it now for Yates. Yates is going to play it across for, I checked that. I apologize. Yeah, Yates actually played it across for Leroy, and then McLaughlin was taken down on the far side, no call. Here's Jordan, plays it across for Brandt. Islanders trying here to strike late. Lucky Mukasada leaves it back for Brandt now. Brandt for Mukasada. Brandt goes down. Here's Marshall now. Marshall with a little bit of room. Waits, drops it over the top. And that one a little too long for Yates. And Orlando trying to clear it out. Mukasada going to get there to keep it in play here. Lucky swings this one near that back post. Nothing there, and it's going to go out of play.
Well, a little bit of pressure from Harrisburg. It's been good towards the end here. Maybe a little too late, but needless to say, it's been some good pressure and some opportunities have come arise from it.
A moment ago there you said you saw Adama bang. Had a good game for Orlando here tonight. Ball played up, headed down by Leroy. Rooney leaves it back. Ball comes back, and Islanders with it again. This one chipped over the top, intended for Mukasada, nothing there. And Eckert gets there, and now it's knocked back out by Orlando City. Rooney with it. Has Lopez, plays to this near side. Oh, Leroy coming through, and foul there. And this is probably going to be a card, just sticking the leg out. I don't think he saw him coming through, but he stuck the leg out to play the ball, and either way, number 8, Eric Ustruck, is going to be booked. Be a restart here for the Islanders. They need to get that ball and get the thing in play here. Orlando's doing a great job of just kicking that ball back towards the net. You see Yates comes flying through here. Actually, Ustruck sees him, sticks the leg out, sends him to the turf. Harrisburg needs to get the ball in play, settle it. Pelletier needs to put it down. Take an awful lot of time here, Larry.
Well, hopefully they're logging the minutes here, because Harrisburg's playing a little slow here, unless they know the whistle's going to go here.
Ball swung up, and that one's going to be too long off the end line. It's going to be a goal kick for Orlando. I did not hear how much stoppage time there was, Larry. Did you?
I didn't either, and that's why I'm thinking that the official either kept it close to him and didn't acknowledge what was going to be, or if he just was going to let him play the extra 2 minutes and blow it. That's why the Islanders were not necessarily in any sense of urgency.
Ball sent up. Referee looks at his watch again. Nothing, headed on there. Yates wins it, now knocked ahead by Orlando. And Noble's going to try and keep this one, and actually lets that one go out of play. Would have been better served knocking it back in the box and driving it forward. That's going to do it. Orlando takes the victory here tonight from the Harrisburg Skyline Sports Complex by a score of 4-2. We played about 3.5 extra minutes. Pretty good contest here tonight, Larry. I think really the Islanders were in it for a while, and then Orlando's touch in there, the speed of the game and how they attack really, I think, caught up with the Islanders late.
Well, you know, even though the Islanders are a good side, Chad, Orlando's not 21 wins and 1 loss for nothing.
Right.
You know, I mean, they have done what they had to do all year, and honestly, it was with quality today. I mean, they played well, and the Islanders, again, cracking them, scoring 2 goals, that probably dented them. And if they happen to see them down the road into the final, Harrisburg now knows we can score them. So now we create another game plan. So maybe they do sit back. Maybe if they do sit back and defend and not necessarily keep running at them like they did tonight. So, but again, they're at home. They have to play. They have to go at them. They needed the points. If they get themselves to the final, I think you'll see a different game plan from Coach Betcher.
Absolutely. Good one here from the Island tonight. We're going to pause. We'll be back with you shortly.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here, from delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here, from fine dining to home-style cooking, exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
The neurologist said, you will lose the ability to swallow, to breathe. You will die. I asked the neurologist, why? If we could transplant hearts, couldn't we also replace damaged motor neurons?
Jennifer devoted the last 6 years of her life to wiping out ALS. Project ALS has created a new paradigm for disease research.
We know the goal. We want to get a cure for ALS.
You don't think about physical therapy until you need it. When an injury occurs, think Select Physical Therapy. Select leads the way in providing patients with clinical expertise using the latest medical research and techniques. Our team provides physical and hand therapy, pre- and post-surgery, work injury rehabilitation, and much more. With several locations in the Harrisburg area, let Select return you to activity at home, work, or play. Select Physical Therapy. Recovery starts here.
And welcome back to the Skyline Sports Complex. Orlando takes the victory home tonight by a score of 4-2 over Harrisburg. So they remain in 5th place here for the time being. Looking at the playoffs, Harrisburg with a few more games. Of course, they have their next home game. Their final home game will be next Wednesday against the Charleston Battery. We hope you enjoyed all the action here from the Skyline Sports Complex. For Larry Julius, I'm Chad Edwards. Make sure you tune in next week to watch us here on Invicta Sports and U Nation. Good night, everybody.